In this recording, we're going to talk about an integrations lifecycle. For that reason, we're going to navigate back to settings and we're going to go back under integrations. And I'm going to create a brand new integration so that I can demonstrate, oops, add a brand new integration. I can create any one of these, right? I choose to create Kong and I'm going to call it Kong-1 and I'm going to select a specific destination engine, and of course under advanced settings we can set up the host or the path so that we are able to read the header and identify the path from, okay, like X forwarded path, etc. All right, so I'm going to create and I'm going to close, and I will also close the list of integrations. All right, so what can you do? Well, there's a couple things you can do, right? So you can edit the Kong integration, and the only thing you can change, or at least the only thing that's obvious you can change, is the name. As you can see, there's no default engine. Okay. In addition to that, you have a bunch of settings that you didn't have before, such as connection timeouts, read timeouts, the maximum body size, right, request body or response body you would like to process, and so on, right? How many, whether you would like to apply batching, that is, how many requests do you want to collect, so that you can ship them in a single request, as compared doing one-on-one, right? So that's going to reduce your I/O costs. It's going to make it a little more efficient, and so on. Okay. And the other thing is everything else you see here is relating to prevention, pretty much. Okay. And you have a warning. Make sure that if you modify these values, you don't affect unnecessarily your Kong gateway performance. Okay. All right. So that's one part. Now, I mentioned to you that there's no engine here, right? And again, the engine is the part of the no-name platform that is responsible for ingesting traffic, identifying APIs, and um, learning their behavior. Okay, so that it's able to capture abnormal behavior, right? Anomalous behavior. So that's the engine. But you don't see a setting right here. You can still change the engine, right? Even though the setting is not available from here. But where do you go to change the engine? Well, you go back, and I'm going to cancel this for a second. You go back to the plugin that you downloaded initially, right? So I'm going to download the plugin. Here it is. And I'm going to open this zip file. It's a zip file after all. And I'm going to navigate under Kong, plugins, no name security, and you will see a bunch of Lua files right here. This is how Kong plugins are written using Lua files. And there is a file specifically called schema Lua. And if I open this file, you will see in here that you have the no name engine URL. Okay, so you can come in here, change this URL to your target engine or to your new engine, and reinstall the plugin. And now you can send traffic to a different engine. Okay, so that's how you can do it. Now, I understand you may not know how to do this. You may not be very familiar with whatever integration you're using. So if you don't want to do this on your own, which I don't recommend you do this on your own, open a support ticket, and we're going to help you out. Okay, so that's one of the lifecycle changes of an integration that may take place, right? You want to move the integration from one engine to the other, okay? So it can be done. You do not have to delete your integration and create a new one, okay? All right. So I'm going to close this as well. The other lifecycle changes is what's going to happen if I remove this integration, right? So you can go ahead right here and remove the integration, delete it, okay? And if you delete it, now you will be asked, do you want to remove all the related APIs? And if you had related findings and incidents, do you want to remove those too? So the only thing you need to do is select and delete. But please keep in mind, the only thing you're doing is you're deleting the integration from no name site. You're not deleting the integration from your Kong gateway site, right? So you have to go to Kong and remove the plugin as well, and only then your integration is fully removed. Okay, and I'm gonna delete, and voila, there you go. So these are pretty much the different changes in that you can perform in an integration. For all the other integrations, in all honesty, like workflows, the SSOs, and so on, the only thing you need to do is go and make the changes you need from within the no-name platform. Okay. With this, we have concluded this recording.